Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about contouring and bronzing. I am going to try and make it as simplified as I possibly can, showing you the different colors and doing the application to show you where and how to put both of these very different products. Now, I would also suggest, if you like, while we're doing this video, that you can go ahead and get your brushes out and get your bronzers out and get your contour out and go ahead and do this along with me. So let's get started. Now, I'm not going to be editing this video, so we'll just do whatever comes out, I guess. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you the different products so you can see the different colors of both. Now, you can use either powders for both of these, or you can use a cream. So today I'm going to use powders because I'm going to try and do it as simplified as I possibly can. So I have done my makeup except for bronzing and contouring. So let's get started. So first I'm going to show you the products. So first I'm going to show you Patrick Ta. Now this is let me see if you can see this. So this is Patrick Ta's Duo Bronzer and Contour. So if you see, this one is the cream on top, and that is your contour. And if you see the colors here, your contour on top is kind of a grayish tone, a cool gray tone, whereas the bronzer on the bottom is more of a warm tone. And I will let you know afterwards here why those are such different colors. Now, so we are going to get started with the application. So first of all, I'm going to do contouring first. And, first I'm going to explain contour and bronzing. So when you contour, you are initially trying to push back what you have. So you're trying to change, in other words, change your face, change what you look like, in other words. So not everybody has to contour, because contouring is only if you want to change something. So if you look at my face, for example, my face is round and fat, if you will. So, can't believe I said that. Okay, so initially, then obviously I'm going to want to make it look more thinner. So I would contour. So these are the places you contour. And for me, I would contour here. I know we don't walk around like that, but I would contour here so that this area below my cheekbone, this area is going to appear more thinner. Then you can contour here, and I would contour here to make, right on this bone, to make my face appear more angled like this, so it doesn't look so round. Now I think my nose is kind of fat, so I would contour here also on the sides of my nose, and a little bit here too. Now, if you think you have a long forehead, now I don't do this, but if you do think you have a long head, you can contour here in the top of the forehead. So if you contour in the top here, it has to be, though, back in here in the hairline. That's where you would, here and here in the hairline, to make your face appear a little bit smaller. Okay? So that's what we're doing. We're kind of making everything look a little bit smaller, a little bit more sculpted, if you will. So that is what contour is. And this is why the color that I showed you is a little bit more grayish, because you're pushing it back and you're contouring it. Now bronzing, so I'm going to show you bronzer. Now this is my favorite bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in number 2. So this bronzer here, as you can see, is a warm tone. It is a warm, kind of a brownish, I would say maybe, opposed to the other grayish color. So this is what you would use for bronzing. Now, bronzer, you want to think of bronzing. You want to think of the sun. Where does the sun naturally hit your face? So that's what bronzing is and where you would put bronzing. So the areas you would put bronzing would be here above your contour, but on the cheekbone, here on your forehead, and here. So you would go here, here, and on your cheekbone. And I sometimes, it looks nice to brush a little bit on the top of your nose. So that's where you would put the bronzer. So let's go ahead and do the application of both of these. So let's open up this. Okay, so here's our contour. I always start with contour first. So when you're using contour and you are putting it in smaller areas, you're gonna wanna use a smaller brush. This is my Bobbi Brown angled brush. So you're gonna wanna use a smaller brush because a smaller brush is going to allow you to put it in just one little area spot. If you use a larger one, for example, if you use this Bobbi Brown bronzer brush and try to put it here, well, you're gonna get it here and all the way down here. And then your cheekbone and your face is gonna look like it's all the way down here, and that's not the look we want. So we're gonna apply it with a smaller brush. So I'm just gonna dip a little here. Now you always get a lot of product. So you wanna put as little on it first, and then if you want more, you can build it. Some like that contour, real contour dark and the real bronzing dark look, or you can have it look more natural. Just depends on how you wanna look. So I'm just gonna wipe a little bit off on my clean hand here. And I'm gonna start now, especially when you're 50, over 50, like myself, you're gonna wanna make sure that your eyeshadow and your liner sticks out a bit more this way and not down, that your blush, that all your products are going up this way and not across or down. This will give you more of a lifted look in your face, which we all want that, right? Okay, so I'm going to use this angled brush, and I'm just going to use a little product, and I want to start it on my hairline, and I want it to go, okay, right under my bone here. So I'm going to want it right in the hollow, but I don't want to do it way down here in the hollow area. I just want to do it right down here, right where below my bone here. So I'll do it here. So I'm going to go ahead. Now first I'm going to pat it on before I do the blending. And the reason I do this is because if you start going like this with your products blending on your face, after you've done all your foundation and your concealer, it might make your foundation and concealer start moving or rub off, and you don't want to have to start doing that all over again. So I suggest patting it on first, get the amount of color that you want, and then you can do a little light, like contouring like this. And you can do a little bit light or blending. Okay, it's hard for me to see that because I'm so far away from the mirror, far away from I'm actually looking in the phone to do this. So yeah, not exactly the best way to do it. Maybe I'll take my small mirror here. There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. So there. So that is very natural looking. But if you could see, it does make this area appear a little bit more sculpted than this area. But let's do it on the other side. Okay, and I'll wipe a little bit off. And we'll start here. Now I'm gonna go below the bone, and I'm gonna start in the hairline and go this way. And the reason I'm starting this way and going down this way and not up is because, sorry, I'm gonna tap that in there. Dip a little bit more product Because when you're doing these products, you want most of the product to start here and then taper off as you get closer to here, because you don't want it to go all the way to your mouth or all the way to your cheek area here where we're going to do blush. Okay, so that's why you would start it back in the hairline here and go forward. And then most of the product will go there, and then you bring it a little bit forward. Okay, so let's see, how's that? Oh, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to contour my jawline. Okay, so I'm going to find the bone. Okay, and I'm going to do it right here from that edge on the bone. And then I'm going to go all the way down to my chin. I get a little bit more product. And then I'm going to find the bone and do the same thing on that side. There, now I did a very light application there, but you can see that my cheekbones do look a little bit more less rounded. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, if that looks that way to you, let's try. I'll put a little bit more. So we'll just put a little bit more there. Get a little more. Put a little bit more there. Yeah, this there. And a little bit more there. Yeah. I do like my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, yes, but you know, this, my sister calls me a snob because I do like good products, but actually this Sephora powder contour is actually really nice. It's Second Chance number 35, and it's actually quite nice. It's very easy to use and a really good color for pretty much anybody. Unless you have really, really dark skin, then you might want to get a darker color. But no, but this is pretty dark. I mean, if I put a lot of product on there, it's going to go dark. So I'm just doing a little bit at a time so I don't overdo it. Because when you're doing makeup, if you overdo it, it's virtually impossible to take it off. So you want to do a little bit at a time and then just blend it and then do a little bit more. Same kind of thing you would do with eyeshadow. You don't want to put too much on. You want to do a little bit at a time, blend it, and then go into your next color. So here we go. Okay, so I've put quite a bit on there. So I think that looks pretty good. Now, I have blended it, so there's no line there, but it does, you can see that shadow. Okay. So now I'm going to put a little bit on my nose, and I'm going to go in with a smaller brush because I'm contouring my nose. So I'm going to put a bit on this side of my nose and a bit on that side of my nose. And then I'm going to put a little bit here and a little bit there because I believe, yeah, my nose is a little wide. Don't know if that makes much of a difference. Probably not. Unless I put a real lot on, which I don't really want to do. So, okay, then I would do this and kind of just, there we go. Yeah, so that's good. I think I need to blend that a little bit more now, though you can really see that on my end. I don't know if you can see that too much on your end, but I could really see that. So I'm going to take a little eyeshadow brush that I have in use, and I'm just going to go in there. Kind of do that a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, I think I got too much on there. That looks a little bit better. Okay, might have overdone it a little bit here on the nose, but I was only trying to make a point here, so there. I probably wouldn't put that much on if I was doing it. Or if I was, I would blend it a lot more. Maybe even put some foundation or powder or something in there to help it blend more. Okay. Okay, so you can see that my nose now does appear a little bit smaller. Okay, so that's it for contouring. So those are where you would contour. In the hairline, if you think your forehead is too long. And then you would do it here under the cheekbones, and you would do it along the jawline, and then the nose as well, if you wish. Now, like I said before, not everybody needs to contour. It only is if you want to change something. If you have a face like me, where you want to chisel it a little bit more, that's the word I would use, chisel, because that's basically what you're doing. You're doing what you don't have. You're using the contour to change what you don't have. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the bronzer. Now, I always find ever since I've been doing more makeup lately and doing everything and the bronzer, I find I just feel that much better going out. Like even my sister has, said when we go out shopping, and she's like, yeah, you look better that you're doing everything. And I feel better. So ladies, even if you're in your 50s plus like me, it's okay to put makeup on. It's make you feel great to put your makeup on. So I strongly suggest that you try it again. Okay, so now we're going to do bronzer. Now to do bronzer, I am going to use a bigger brush for the forehead, but for this area on my bone, I'm going to use a smaller one. So I'm going to use this angled one. This is a foundation brush, but I can use this. Okay. All right. So this is my beautiful Charlotte Tilbury. I love this. If you want a beautiful bronzer, there's a lot of product in here, and I barely even scraped it. And it's got great packaging. I think it was around $60 Canadian at Sephora, but it is a really good investment, especially if you're new to bronzing. I would suggest this palette. It not only looks good, but it actually feels good. It's the airbrushed bronzer, I think, and being airbrushed, it just feels like I don't have anything on. So I really like it. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit off on my hand. And okay, now your bronzer is gonna go right on the bone. So you're gonna do it right here, because that is where the sun will naturally hit your face. So this is what we're doing now. So we're not fixing anymore. Now we're putting in some sun. So here we go. So we got there. Now that is a bit. I put a little bit on there. I mean, you can see it, but it's not overly in your face bronzer. So it's not too bad. People might notice. If you don't want people to notice you have it on, just do a little less. Blend it a little bit more. Or put a little less on. Okay, so now right on that bone. There we go. And I want it going up into the hairline. That's going to give my face a more uplifted look. Especially at my age where my face wants to go down. That's all I can say about when you hit over in your past mid-50s, is that your face just wants to go down. So trying to lift that baby up there. I don't know. Every morning I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I seem to look at my face and see, whoops, there's another red mark or another brown spot. Ugh, never ending. But that's what makeup's for. I'll hide a little bit of that. Okay, so now we have our bronzing on our cheekbone. So now I'm going to put a little bit across my nose, right there. And now I'm going to use this is the other Bobbi, I have all these Bobbi Brown brushes. The other Bobbi Brown brush, the bronzing brush. And this I do for my forehead because it's a little bit bigger. And otherwise it will take forever. Okay, so put a little bit here in the forehead. A little bit more on the side. So I think I become the queen of bronzing because I really like that look when your makeup is finished and you put a little bit of bronzer on your cheeks, or sorry, on your cheekbone, and you put a little bit of bronzer on your forehead. Just makes me look and feel that much better. It's funny because I went out today first for a little while and I was all done up. I did my hair, did my face, and I got looks everywhere. When I was driving my car, when I was inside, I was like, okay, did I do something a little different today? It was just that I actually did my full face. So yeah, so at my age, that was nice. Get a few little looks there. Okay, so there's a little bit of bronzing without going too overboard. Okay, so there you have it. I've done my contour, I've done my bronzing, and I don't know if you can see, but for me, my face does look a lot more, whoops, wrong way mirror, a lot more sculpted. And I like that. So I think that looks good. So thank you so much for watching my video. And if this is something that you were interested in, if it helped you a lot, please subscribe to my channel and write in the comments below. Let me know, are you contouring bronzing now? Did this make you want to contour bronzing? And how are you, when you go out, how are you feeling about it? And what reaction are you getting? Are you enjoying doing your makeup more? Yeah, I would love to hear from you and find out. So give me a shout. Also, if I hit enough subscribers, I like to go shopping at Sephora. My sister and I are always there. So getting something, though, I would like to maybe give back to you and give a giveaway at some point. So yes, but you need to subscribe and watch and write some comments and let me know how you're doing. And maybe even a product you'd like me to review or a makeup you would like to do. Yeah, that'd be great. And I have some products too that I've bought in the last little while. I have quite a few that I have bought in that I really stand by and I like. And one is a concealer. I've been looking for concealer forever. And I think I found my holy grail of concealer, especially for my crepiness under my eyes there. It's amazing. So if you'd like to know that, that will be my next video. So stay tuned. I will get that up as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.